And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing along with Doom Revolution, the Megawad. This is map 19, Xenocracy. This map could be a bit confusing as far as how to get around and what order to do things in, and there's some damaging floors. So I'm going to, in my view, demonstrate the best way to go about it as far as the most efficiently go through the enemies, get all the secrets, and to complete the map. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are 42 kills to be had, 3 secrets to find, one is really at the end, and 23 items to pick up. My hope is to show you how to do that. Well, you can see in front of us, if we're pistol starting, there is a super shotgun, so let's grab that. Yes, there's a box of shells, there's a backpack, and a rocket. Pick up all that. Yes, your ears did not deceive you. That was a Hell Knight. We'll be getting to the Hell Knight in a moment, but there are 3 pinkies behind these walls. By hitting the switch, it'll release them. I like to just duck into the alcove. Oh, looks like I got 2 in one shot. That's pretty good. And now I'm going to take on the Hell Knight. This is actually the most advantageous way to dispose of him, just because you have to cross the bridge afterwards, and it's just a little bit trickier. So there is a secret here that I purposely did not get. I will go back to it in a moment. Yes, there are revenants. They can't get us from here. We're going to peekaboo shoot this mancubus. So I don't get the secret until now, which is if you open up this door here where the backpack was, yeah, secret number 1, and it's the invisibility. What I like to do now is I like to sort of lure out the revenants to this platform, and certainly hope that I don't dodge the wrong way, and that their heat-seeking missiles don't seek very well, because I do want to dispose of them fairly quickly. There you go. So now, continue with the invisibility. We do have things to get up there. We're going to head over here. Dispose first of these lost souls. We're going to grab the rocket launcher. So now we're armed with that. And let's just cause a little havoc. And that's it. So we can go ahead now with the super shotgun, in my view, to dispose of this final Caco. So we'll come back for that rad suit in a moment. Let's go back and make sure we don't forget any of the items. There are 2 armor bonuses, for example, right here. We do want those. They count towards our 100%. Now the drawbridge is raised, I guess. Yeah, pistol starters, there's your green armor, and now we're done in here. We have all the items, we've disposed of all the enemies, and we've caught them 1 secret. So we're going to continue on now with map exploration. We do have the rocket launcher and the super shotgun in addition to the regular pistol. So let's go ahead and grab the rad suit. This is a damaging floor. There are 2 specters here. So let's go ahead, and there are also some cacos kind of bunched together in this little area. So let's do our best to dispose of them as quickly as possible. We will go inside thereafter, but first these 2 specters. There are some there's some ammo and some stim packs around the perimeter. We can grab those now if you like. We'll be in there later, not to forget that computer area map. Leave the Arachnotron for now. I like to duck behind here to take care of the pinkies first. Let the mancubus blow off a little steam, I guess. Whoops, maybe not that well. And to dispose of him from any angle, really. There are 2 cacos in here. I really strongly advise that you dispose of them now, because how you get to them after is you dispose of an Arachnotron, and then you're kind of lifted up through a lift to that very, very small room with 2 cacos in it. I mean, can you defeat them? For sure. Will you take damage? Probably. So I like to take care of them here, so they can't cause too much trouble later. The next secret's over here. You can see there's a plasma rifle in there. That will definitely come in handy. Whoops. You need to strafe run, I guess, a little bit better than I. There we go. And now we have that secret that is tagged, and we do have the plasma rifle. We don't have any red key. There are 2 red key doors here we can't get through. We'll leave the Arachnotron, as I said. So the only real place to go now is here. So you could definitely grab your plasma rifle. I think if you're a little bit apprehensive about Arachnotron in a small space, take out the plasma rifle and deal with the Arachnotron that way. I don't feel it's necessary, but a lot of people might, so you may as well. And you can save your plasma rifle for up here, I guess, if you didn't take my advice and dispose the cat goes through the opening. So I use the super shotgun on the Arachnotron, but you have plenty of plasma to deal with it if you prefer that way. It is a tight space. To my viewers who sometimes say, hey, it's a little bright, it's a little dark, I did make this map a little bit brighter because there's a lot of dark corners and hallways here. On the regular setting, it's almost impossible to see anything except for the torch in this room. So I hope the video itself isn't, and the map isn't too washed out, because I do want you to see what's going on. We have a Mancubus just around the corner here. We're going to peekaboo shoot with the super shotgun and fell the Mancubus that way. And then in the pit below is an Arachnotron that we're going to try to dispose of from up here. Much easier, well, I don't like taking the hit from it, but definitely much easier to dispose of the Arachnotron from up here because it's a small pit below. So yes, we can jump down there, but we're not going to, and we don't have the red key. That's a red key door over there. So we're going to go ahead. You remember before we took care of the cacos around this area. This was at the very beginning. There were a couple lost souls over there. So if you need health, go around the corner. There's another health pack. I would recommend, if you have any plasma or your rockets, whichever one you feel most comfortable using, once you grab the red key, this wall will disappear, and a couple of revenants are going to pop out to cause you some headaches. So, and that's that. That's how I take care of them anyway. You can always just use the super shotgun too if you prefer. But now armed with the red key, we can go ahead back to this area where we just disposed of the Mancubus, and below the Arachnotron through the first red door with the key, which takes us back to this familiar area. The plasma rifle is up there with the Mancubus, and through this red door now. That's the order and the sequence of things. So let's just dispose of that pinky. We'll just poke our nose in here, but not go in. It's a crushing ceiling. We will get the Berserk pack. It does count as an item, but we won't get it this very moment, unless you're very, very low on health. I just don't think it's necessary to do that. All right, some more ammo here to pick up. And now, so just wait for the wall to lower, and then you can race right through the room after grabbing the Berserk pack. Or if you prefer to back right out, that's okay too. So now we're going to go ahead, having cleared this entire area. There's a blue key. We won't be able to grab it immediately. We're going to be teleported to a room full of Hell Knights. Don't fire at all, but do step off this platform. By doing so, that big pillar comes down and crushes them all, so you can dispose of them without a shot. Curiously, they can still fire almost until they're disposed of completely. Very interesting. Do grab the 2 health bonuses, of course. They count towards 100%. Now, if you're saying, Classic Doom Walkthroughs, how the heck are we getting out of here? We need a blue key. We don't have a blue key, and that's true. And there is no secret to find one, but we do have to go where this crusher is. Press this switch, and then really get the heck out of there. And down comes this wall. And yeah, that's where the blue key will be. That's where it teleported before we got teleported into this room. So now we can get out. So let's go ahead. Take the lift up. If you need a couple of stim packs, there they are. And now we are in this familiar area with the blue key. Just so you know, there's a blue door right there. If you remember, we're running around with the specters before. This is where the blue door is. So if you kind of skip your way over, that's pretty good. I would wait to the last moment to take the rad suit. See, it's often easy to miss because the cacos are lying around, the capital corpses anyway. Take the computer area map. It does count towards your 100%. So our next goal is over there where the blue door is with that shaded area. We're really just going to hook a left down this way. And yes, and through this red door, right, where the Arachnotron was. We do want to jump down here now because we're going to proceed to the blue door this way, having already felled the Arachnotron. Take out your rocket launcher, your plasma, your super shotgun, because guess what? Yeah, there's an archvile behind the door. Come here, you. There we go. Yeah, and a supercharge to reward us for our good deeds, I guess. Felling the archvile is a good deed in my book anyway. And yeah, there's the yellow key. So now we can continue on back here to this red door. This area is now opened. You may remember there was that crushing ceiling room. That's just right over there. There are just 3 pinkies here. We do have the punching fists if you prefer to use that. That's okay too. I just have enough ammo to go ahead. So we are missing a secret. I did promise at the beginning that it's at the end. So either door you press on, the other one will open, right? So there's an Arachnotron, our final enemy, really. So let's dispose of the Arachnotron. Do not go too far in there. You'll trigger the end sequence for the exit. So you just want to grab all those health bonuses. That's quite nice. And then you're like, well, Classic Doom Walkthroughs, where is the secret you speak of? Well, it's right here. You notice only one is lit up. Go ahead and press it. Takes away the light, I guess. And you go back just a little bit outside. We don't need to worry about the damaging floor. This pillar has lowered, and there is the Mega Armor. So we'll do a final count, having, I believe, obtained everything. Yes, all 42 kills, all 3 secrets, and all 23 items. You know what that means, indeed. We are done. And that is Map 19, Xenocracy. If you proceed in this map really without knowing the correct sequence of which areas to explore and in what order, there are a couple of rad suits to be sure, but not nearly enough. Some of those corridors are quite long, and you're going to take a lot of damage. Now, the health is reasonably generous, too. If you do make that mistake, you need to double back. That's okay. There are some health packs scattered throughout. But if you were following the sequence that I did it, you notice I didn't take any damage from the damaging floor, although it's quite easy in this map to do so. Hopefully those tips and tricks helped you out, or you just simply like the video for the sake of watching it. That's okay, too. Either or, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. And for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.